Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to our football construction site as we build the team through the 2018 NFL Draft. You always hear others say that this particular draft is weak, or wait until next year to take this particular position, or the draft is an inexact science. Well, we at Football Game Plan believe that all three of those statements are huge myths, and we are here to show you why, as we will infuse talent onto each NFL team to make them better. Before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. Number one, we will be utilizing the Football Game Plan scouting rankings on these prospects. So that'll explain why you will probably see prospects go higher or lower than where they are probably slotted in other mock drafts, which also ties into point number two. These selections are based off what I would do as the GM of the team. They're not indicative on what I think will happen or what will happen or what I've heard. They're simply based off what I would do as a GM, based off what I personally believe the team needs are. And finally, it's only a mock draft, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. To check out the full grades on all of these prospects and the other 532 players that we've graded for the 2018 NFL Draft, feel free to check out the website below. The New Orleans Saints did an excellent job last year in the draft, so it'll be interesting to see if they can strike gold once again in the 2018 draft with their 8 selections. In round 1, Harold Landry out of Boston College gives them a consistent threat coming off the edge at the second level. Landry has a knack for getting to the quarterback and would be an ideal fit in New Orleans. Keep an eye on Antonio Callaway out of Florida. He's one of the best receivers in this draft and can play any one of the 3 or 4 receiver spots. Callaway is really good off the line of scrimmage and tracks the ball extremely well. He will be the perfect complement to Michael Thomas. The Saints need help at tight end, and Miami's Chris Herndon gives them a very good option as a flex guy. That's essentially what the Saints want in the position, a player that can be moved around the formation and create mismatches. Herndon is definitely that type of player. Brandon Faison out of Virginia Tech is a solid corner with very good press skills. When you watch him play, he's able to utilize that length and his technique to eliminate wide receivers and is a Virginia Tech corner, so you know he's been well coached and is built for success. Richie James would give the Saints an explosive option in the slot. He was a big-time playmaker for Middle Tennessee State, and now when you look at that receiving core that would include Michael Thomas, Antonio Callaway, and Richie James, that's enough to keep Drew Brees very effective even at his age. And I'm a big fan of Illinois State's corner Devontae Harris's game. He was one of the better corners at the East-West Shrine game this past January, and he's an explosive athlete that can mirror and match with the best of them. Kayvon Walker was a high school linebacker that grew into the defensive lineman position for Maryland. He's a guy that still has that linebacker athleticism and instincts for the position. He played multiple spots within the front seven for the Terrapins and could do the same for New Orleans. And finally, the Saints land the sleeper quarterback prospect in Princeton's Chad Kanoff. He has really good accuracy in the short to intermediate area and is also coming off his first full season as the starting quarterback at Princeton. Prior to this past season, he was in the platoon system, so he still has a lot of upside left to his game. So that's a wrap for this edition of Building Through the Draft. If you want to watch our other NFL Team 7-round mock draft videos, as you should, be sure to subscribe to us on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, where you can also catch all of our FBGP scouting prospect ranking videos, and also subscribe to Football Game Plan podcast on iTunes and check out the Scout Team podcast.